Guys, welcome back to another episode of Modern Warships. This is the intro video. So here we have just your standard aircraft carrier game. Nice, I launched a helicopter. Okay, we're just going through the sea, right? It might sound boring, but just wait a second. See this game, Modern Warships, by developer Sergii Petrov and Artstorm LLC, is my favorite battleship game ever. It's made by the developers of Modern Warships. This is Modern Warships, but made by the developers of Battle of Warships, which is another game that I like. But this one is just new stuff. So here we go. Now we see there's attacking and shooting missiles at me. This is pretty insane now. Here we're launching F-35 Lightning II fighters, and this guy is pretty much done for. So here's one of the tactics I'm using. I'm hovering above my aircraft carrier to get instant refills. It's pretty insane. And there we go, victory. So this game has way more weapon types than Battle of Warships. You can swap out weapons on almost all of the ships. All the weapons are almost all swappable. It's a really great game. There's so many more ships, different tiers of ships, so there's fair matchups all the time. Different types of ships. There's submarines, that's a massive improvement. And there's helicopters that you can pilot in first-person view. So here we have a helicopter we're piloting. We use them to spot other enemy ships because their radar range is greater than the ship and they go faster. So we spotted, launched the missile, now we're back at our home ship, which this is the Pyotr Veliki, which is a Russian cruiser, the biggest ship that's not an aircraft carrier in the world at this time. It's in active service. It's a monster of a ship in this game. It cost me a good 6,000 gold, and that was on the 50% off sale for New Year's, so I was lucky to get it even then. Very expensive ship. So we just took out that enemy. There's so many different types of ships. I'm using only the best weapons, of course: Scout Naval, Monarch, UGST Physic, and A-22. But there are so many different options. You can go for high damage, you can go for high reload, you can go for ultra speed on your missiles or guns or whatever. Fast torpedoes are very useful in this game, and we'll get to those later when I show the video of the submarine. It is the fastest torpedoes. They're insanely fast. So this is one of the newer ships here, USS CGX. It's a very expensive cruiser. It costs $70 million and only make a few $100,000 in one battle if you're lucky. So the economy of this game is challenging. It'll keep you hooked. It's not just a game you play through. It's always evolving. They've added probably 10 ships, no, probably 25 ships since I started playing. It's a very great game, continually evolving, hasn't lost support from the devs. So here we're launching F-22. Our drone, we've spotted. Now this drone, FL-71, is very unique because it has a nuke on it. So you can drop nukes on all the ships, which is really fun and satisfying to do. Ooh, see that nuke? Oh yeah, those nuclear explosions never get old. Only problem is that they don't deal very much damage. Like, if they don't strike but they hit something else, they don't deal as much damage, and they don't wipe out, like, airplanes in the air. Or missiles for that matter, which I think they should, but that would make the game unfairly balanced. There goes another one. But yeah, so here we're launching F-35 Lightnings again. We're gonna go attack this CN Type 03, which is a pretty good carrier. It's pretty much the best tier 3 carrier that you don't have to pay an outrageous amount of money for. We're gonna drop bombs after unloading all the missiles and guns on it. It's pretty insane. Back to the drone. We're gonna go at this Port Royale, drop another nuke on it. Boom. go turn around, see the nuclear explosion kind of fading out, and get the kill for that one. So we're back over here launching F-35 Lightning again because they got shot down. I'm gonna go over here, go to the LO3, and we have victory. Now notice how much money we earned. 137,000. These ships are crazy expensive. So here we have CN Type 100, biggest submarine in the game. Low oxygen content, but huge amount of health. Also very slow, but carries out a massive missiles. So definitely something you want to get if you're into collecting cool ships. Practically not very useful. Now that's amazing right there. That was 4 nukes maxed out hitting this ship. It just absolutely died. And these are the fast torpedoes. See how they're moving very fast through the water, but they're not dealing as much damage at all. It's kind of crazy. And in the last couple of months, actually, this game has been getting much higher prices for good items, which makes it more competitive if you have the dollars to spend on something. Typically gold items aren't really worth that much extra, but the nukes here that I'm using, they're the gold items. They cost 2,000 gold each, absolutely worth it. The damage is just something you can't satisfy anywhere else. And the explosions, I mean, it isn't only an aesthetic, but still, it's really cool to see. So here we go, USS Ohio. This ship has low health, but it has 5 missile slots, and they're each customizable. You can slot anything in. The CN Type 100, you can only slot in 4 of the missile slots. One of them's locked. I will add, the CN Type 100 is not a real ship at this time. It's simply a project. So here we have USS Zumwalt. This ship is also in development. The CN Type 100 isn't even guaranteed to exist, but the Zumwalt project is expected to come into service in about a decade from now. So it's a real ship. So here we go, spotted it with the helicopter, launching a missile, torpedoes, and here we go. Now the thing about Zumwalt is it has 2 missile slots and 2 gun slots, which means that I can deal over 100,000 damage easily with Zumwalt in like 8 seconds. So that makes it amazing for online, and also the speed and maneuverability is just perfect. It has low health, but man, the benefits are insane. It's just one of the most awesome ships in the game. And there's the CN Type 100 again, trying to launch those spam missiles at us. And yeah, it's just crazy how awesome this ship is. And here we go. We're about to sink the CN 100. Oh yeah, got him right there. He's done for. Now we got this JS Asagaya over there. Japanese destroyer. Really good, lots of missiles, but extremely low health, and it's just, it doesn't pay off for online battles. So we rock the ship there. I love how the explosions rock the ship from side to side with like high-speed missiles. Makes the game way more realistic. And they actually do affect your steering if you're the one getting hit with them. Here we are. Our Zumwalt's about to die though. We're in a dangerous spot right here. Gotta use our health regain. There we go. We'll probably be fine here. Yep. So then SMX-31. The SMX series of submarines is insane. They were battle pass items, which means you had to play through the game a lot to get them, but they are so awesome. And Monarch is a very accurate gun. And that's all for today. Like and subscribe.